Hello? 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 Hang on. Hello? Who's ready to lose? Oh, hello. Hello, and welcome. It is that time again where we delve into another game of football. Hey? It's that time again. Chelsea travel to the Amex for the first time of 2 times this next week. We've next faced them. Sorry, I just had chicken palm and my lips are very red. We faced them on Friday next week. Can you believe it? So less than a week. We go there twice in the space of about 6 days. Can you believe it? So it would be nice. It would be nice to kick things off with a bang. With a win here today against the home side, being Brighton. They lost 7-0 to Nottingham Forest the other day. And it could go from bad to worse. It could indeed go from bad to worse for them as they're coming up against a Chelsea side with lots and lots of firing power. I joke. We do not have a striker. Let's get into the starting 11 for today. And as you can see, Robert Sanchez has somehow, some way, wiggled his way back into the starting 11. Is he now the cup goalkeeper, or is he now back in the good graces of Enzo Maresca? It remains to be seen. It may also have something to do with the fact that he is, of course, coming up against his former side, Brighton. Caicedo starts today. Cucurella starts today. No Levi Colwill, of course. That could be, well, very much down to the fact that he made an absolute boob of himself the other day against West Ham. It was, not the end of the world, though. We did come back, win 2-1. A hard-fought win, nevertheless. And we did get all 3 points, but he was left with egg on his face. And many people asking the question, is Levi Colwill as good as we thought he was? I, for one, believe the jury is still out on that fucking question. Now, it's just a fact of, what we've seen so far. Kieran saying, I miss Potter Clock. That's long gone. We had Potter Clock back for the goal that West Ham scored last week. But I've just realised Gusto is starting and not James. Let me check. There we go. That's better. Reece James is not starting. Thank you very much for reminding me there. Who was it? Jamon and Suave Banana. Thank you very much for the reminders. The names on TikTok are so much better. Well, I say so much better. They're so much more creative, I suppose. Because everyone on YouTube, you're just your name pretty much, apart from CFC Dash. You've got Dan. You've got Joe. You've got Reese. Suave Banana. I mean, wow. What a name. Predictions for this game. I'm going to go with a 2-2. I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think both sides will be looking to best the other, obviously, because that's how football works. But I just find that Brighton always turn on the burners. They're one of those teams that love to turn it on against Chelsea. Are they not? Are they not? They are. I'll answer the question for you. And Nkunku up front? I reckon so. From what I've seen, I do believe it could well be Nkunku up top. So we've got, yeah, exactly as I have it there. Pedro on the Neto on the right, Sancho on the left, Palmer in the middle, KDH joins Caicedo in the middle. We were thinking, many people thinking that we might go for our strongest possible 11. But it does seem that Enzo Fernandez has been dropped. Whether or not you class him as one of our strongest players is one question or another. For those of you asking and that live in the United Kingdom, it is live on ITV4. If you can believe that. A Premier League Saturday night matchup. The only FA Cup game on at 8 p.m. The only evening FA Cup game today. Everyone else has played. We're the only game on today at this time and for the rest of the evening. And they've put us on ITV4. What is going on to my once beloved sport known as football? My goodness me. ITV fucking 4. What a joke. Is this Family Guy or what? Do you know what I mean? Are we a fucking... Honestly. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. ITV pissing 4 for a Premier League head-to-head match. The only game on this evening. Fuck me. Absolute joke. The darts are on ITV4. It's channel 118 for those of you on Virgin. I think, is it 127 on Sky? I can't remember. I used to have Sky. I've now got Virgin because the internet is better. But fourth round, it's not. It says fourth round, Brighton Hove Albion. Football fell off. Possibly. Maybe the FA Cup has fallen off. That might be more so the case. 120 for Sky. Thank you very much. SH Plumbing. Big up yourself in the chat. Sanchez in goal. Gusto on the right with Tosin. I keep saying Tosin. But Tosin Adarabioyo and Trevor Chalobah in the centre-back positions today. As I said, Levi Colwill has been dropped. It is Mark Cucurella on the left. Caicedo, KDH, Palmer, Neto, Sancho, and Nkunku up top on the bench. Jorgensen has been dropped once again. Can you believe it? Imagine my surprise. We win a game, and he goes, no. Bring him back. Bring back Sanchez, sorry. Sanchez, you're back in goal. We can't win a game. At least not without Sanchez. He is joined alongside Colwill. And Slamino makes an appearance on the bench today with Joshua Achimpong, Samuel Smith, Amugu, Enzo Fernandez, Tyreek George, and Noni Madueke. So a chance for certain players to get maybe a debut. I think Samuel Smith hasn't played pro for us, I don't think. Senior level, I don't think he has. Amugu definitely hasn't. I'm surprised like Maheka isn't on there over Amugu, but there we go. Having played already in the Conference League. I'm okay with Sanchez being a cup goalkeeper. Just stay away from the league. I mean, I don't know about you. I'd quite like to challenge in this cup. We don't have Carabao Cup, which, quite honestly, I was saying this in the preview before the game. You go out early. You go out early in the Carabao Cup, you don't really care. But if you make it through to the final, fair play. It's a final, you know? But if you don't make it there, it's not. You're not that fucking bothered, are you? FA Cup, on the other hand, I want to win the FA Cup every single year. And by God, with our record at Wembley, we have to turn that shit around sooner rather than later. Our once formidable record when having Didier Drogba as our front man at the in games at Wembley. Wembley was our home away from home. People forget. It's been that long that the youngsters these days won't necessarily understand just how good Chelsea Football Club once were at Wembley. The first team to win a cup at the new Wembley against Manchester United all those years ago. Didier Drogba, the winner of that game, the goal scorer. But since then, or at least since 2018, in the FA Cup, we have yet to win at Wembley in a cup final. And I don't want to necessarily say that I'm a good luck charm, but I was there for that game against Manchester United where Hazard scored from the spot. A momentous occasion, a very, very big momentous occasion. Did I play a part? Most certainly, I absolutely did. At least I like to think I did. This is not a beer, by the way. I have got oh, it's so good. Oh, hook it to my veins. I'm so up for this game. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit buzzed right now. Not from anything I shouldn't be having. But, I'm just excited for a bit of FA Cup. The game against Morecambe didn't quite do it for me. 5-0 against them. It's what you expect. I might be a bad luck charm as I was at the Liverpool final and the City semi-final last season. Well, yeah, might I say, aura. Stay clear. Stay far away. Score predictions. I think it's going to be 2-2 after extra time. After full time, and it will go to extra time and penalties. I think Chelsea either win 3-2 or Brighton win on penalties. I don't fancy our chances on penalties. I never really do, to be fair with you. They have Real Madrid versus Atletico game at the same time. On what channel? Doesn't really affect us at all, does it? Chelsea better win. I've got £300 on it, says Jamie. What's your bet? Is it just Chelsea to win outright or what? Let me know. Let me just check my fucking delivery. Okay. Give me 1 second. But yeah, as I said, predictions 2-2 after full time and 3-2 during extra time. I just have a feeling this is going to be a long one. I really do. I think this is going to be a tight one, tight affair. But nevertheless, I do think it's going to call for 1 or 2, maybe even 3. Please do smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. If you're watching on TikTok, please do keep tapping the screen. Follow if you haven't done so already, and share the live so that other people can, of course, be blessed with this face on their screen. I'm on fire today. Oh, am I not? I'm absolutely feeling it. I'm in a good mood. Chelsea, I already know you're going to mess that up, but my goodness me, I am ready. I'm hankering for a bit of Chelsea. I really, really have been hankering a bit of football today that involves Chelsea. And that usually spells disaster. That really does usually mean only one good thing. No, I say good thing. That only means one thing, and that means disaster. Just brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Lord knows I have. Lord knows that I have braced myself for that reason and that reason alone, Daniel. As you've just said, just don't be a jinx. I have to watch what I see, you know? I have to watch what I say because Lord knows what comes out of these lips, for whatever reason, does bear an impact on on Chelsea as a whole. Too many occasions, way too many occasions, have I said something just for it to end up happening 2 seconds later. Colwill the other day, the most recent of all, I said that Colwill he's a mistake waiting to happen, this, that, everything else. 2 seconds later, fucking gives it back straight in the feet of Jared Bowen, who puts it away like nobody's business. We're 1-0 down. Now, of course, we did come back to avenge that deficit, but all the same, it's better to not be in that position in the first place. Do you know what I mean? So, with that said, I've got that shirt on behind you. Great colour. This one? The mint one? It's the mint one from last season. It is on ITV4. A lot of people asking me where the game is. It is on TV. It is on ITV fucking 4, if you can believe that. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Unbelievable. We're on our way to... What round is this? Is this round 3? 4? 3? 4. What is it? By round. 4. It's round 4. Seagull. Oh, right. Okay. I have seen that poor Seagull get booted so many times today. How people find that so funny, I've got no idea. That poor Seagull has been kicked around Twitter all day. And I'll tell you what, I'm sick of it. Leave that poor Seagull alone. He's had a good old kicking. He's had enough. Leave him alone. And Nkunku, a striker up front, does not work. How many times has Maresca tried this? Chelsea has Guiu injured and Jackson playing with zero confidence. No strikers, says Hazim Akil or Jazim Akil. It's a bit of a predicament that we find ourselves in. And truth be told, even when we have Jackson, it does feel as though we don't really have a striker at the moment. So Mark Guiu, obviously, was probably up and raring and ready to go, excuse me, for, the inevitability, the possibility that Jackson could be out for quite some time. Now it seems as though Mark Guiu is going to be out for at least a month, if not more. So it's not the predicament that we want to find ourselves in, especially having now had the transfer window is closed. It has been for at least a week, or it was on Monday, wasn't it? And here we are, 6 days later, and we are, what is it? Down Shit's Creek without a paddle, or whatever it's called. Not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. And truth be told, we don't really have anything. And Nkunku, is... I just don't know. For the longest time, we were thinking, why the hell are we not playing him? Top scorer in all competitions. Banging him in left and right against Noah and Astana and all that, those sorts of teams. Could this be his time to shine? I feel as though it really doesn't get much better than this for Christopher Nkunku, someone who was looking for a move away. Bayern Munich did come a knock-in. And it does seem now, well, it doesn't seem, it is that he is staying now until the end of the season at the very least. I'm hoping that he has a good game here. I'm hoping that Jackson is maybe benched for the game against Brighton on Friday. And we get to see Nkunku play 2 90-minute games, maybe even some extra time today. And we get to see exactly what he has to show for himself. He has to show up. He has to show up. Likewise, Joe saying Sancho needs to step up. Sancho hasn't been doing enough as of late. I was happy with his performances for a certain period of time. And now I feel like it's a little few and far between. Fucking shoot. That's all I'm asking you to do, Jaden. More often than not is just have a pop. Please. It's not hard. We've seen you absolutely swap it from distance against Tottenham. You know? Just have a go. Please. Neto does it, goes in the back of the net. You don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle, as Alan Smith would say profusely on FIFA over the years. What channel? It's on ITV4. Why so angry? This is just my voice, I'm afraid. We are 7.5 minutes, 6.5 minutes. I think it's 6.5. It's 6.5 minutes to go until kickoff. I just have a feeling we're on for an absolute heater of a game. I think it's going to be one to remember. We're playing them next Friday. You know, back-to-back away games against Brighton and Hove Albion. It's on ITV4, which even, like, that's another reason why I think it's going to be a good game, is not many people are going to be watching because they're like, well, there's nothing on. No one's thinking to look at ITV4. Gully is their mascot's name. Gully. Both teams to score is evens on Paddy Power. Fill your boots. It's going to happen. Evens for both teams to score. They must not think that Brighton are going to score in that case. I mean, they did concede 7 without a response. You know? So maybe the bookies are onto something. 7-0 for us today would be absolutely fantastic. Who's that mug? Who was the person that said they had 300 quid on the game? Gamble responsibly, of course. Chelsea and Newcastle double. Is Newcastle tomorrow? Or did they play today? Oh, they did. They beat Birmingham 3-2 by the skin of their teeth. So if I'm not mistaken, Jamie is going to win £300 if Chelsea win today. Absolutely no pressure, of course. Chelsea should win 2-1. Please answer me. I think Chelsea win 2-1, says Freddie. Answer what? Do I think? Let's try and get to 50 likes on the YouTube stream before the game starts. We've got 4.5 minutes to go, or 4 minutes to go, actually. So 12 likes away. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content. We will be going live at full time for a match review. And then, yeah, we'll see what goes on, I suppose. With Sanchez in goal, does that mean Jorgensen is number 1? I don't think it does necessarily, because this literally could be, you know, Maresca being like, he's had one game off, it's fine, he's back, you know, he's back in the lineup. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised. I really genuinely wouldn't be surprised. So we'll see. Nicholas Jackson is injured. What's your opinion on the lineup as a whole? It's the best that we've got, minus Enzo Fernandez, who's on the bench. But KDH might have a little spunk in him, you know. Might have a little pep in his step. John Hand. Are you ice cream and beer bottles or what? Chicken wings? Have you changed your name, John? Christ, I'm going to finish that monster before it's even started. 7 likes away. Let's get that smashing. Do you think our new signing, Matisse, will get any minutes off the bench? Is he the... Oh! Amugu? Matisse Amugu. That's who that is. I was like, who the fuck is Amugu? He's maybe if we're a few goals up, sure. If we're a few goals up, maybe. James isn't on the bench. So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what's going on with my camera there. So no James. Keeper is my only concern with Sanchez. Keeper's your only concern. I feel like there's plenty of concerns on our team at the moment. It was ice cold beer chicken wings, but I've changed it to my full name, John Hand. Please call me John from now on moving forward. John? You have my word. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's kickoff time. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hey, 10 o'clock. Strap yourselves in. It's about to be a bumpy ride. Chelsea take on Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium with full coverage brought to you. It is on ITV4 for those of you that are, wondering if you're in the UK. ITV4, honestly. Goodness me. Thought the audio was... What? I love it. The lineup is as expected, and on the bench as well is absolutely the same. I nearly threw up then. That would not have been a good look. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? I think it's going to be right on the mic. I think it's going to be Chelsea to kick off. We are, of course, donning the luxuriously glamorous black and pink kit. It is Brighton to kick off. Brighton versus Chelsea. The referee blows his whistle, and we are underway. What a boring game so far it's been in these first 3 seconds. Be lucky. Oi, oi, long time no see. If you say so. Ball play forwards. I am going to bung this in the old second. It's always a tricky thing finding the old. Where's the old? Come here. Come here. There you go. Took it like a champ. Brad C on YouTube. Oh, hello. Bloody hell, it has been a long time, mate. Fucking hell. Here's Sancho down the left-hand sides. Cuts inside. Finds Cucurella. Sancho again. God, it's a nice kit. My goodness me. Snapshot effort from KDH. Puts it into the side netting. I've been good, mate. I've been good. I hope you have. And, yeah, thank you very much, Anto, mate. I'm down a stone. Can you believe it? It's absolutely flying off me. Last few days, I've been stuck at the same weight. For, well, I say that for the last 5 days, I've been stuck at the same weight, hoping for a drastic drop overnight. But there you go. It's fucking hair in my mouth. There we go. Chelsea throw, Cucurella. You've been stuck at the weight for the last 10 years. At a good weight or a bad weight? Only 1 game rest and now back for Sanchez in goal. I know. It's a horrible sight, is it not? Gusto, new hairstyle for him. He's let it all hang out. Well, he's got it up in a bun, you know. How old am I? I'm 29 years old. If you can believe that, I know my lovely good looks, my baby face. The beard absolutely adds on about 40 years to me. Your face, one can see you've lost weight. Can you read? Is it that obvious? People have been saying that in the last game as well. Oh my God, poor pass from Caicedo. Manages to get away with it. Sanchez plays it forwards. People in the last game were saying that I've lost weight in my face. Check out the vlogs. You'll see plenty more of where I've lost weight. The ice baths every single day. youtube.com/@HarryDoes100. Daily vlogs for the next 100 days. Well, I say that. The next 20, was it 84 days? Going very well so far. Nearly crashed out today. I've got to be honest with you, boys and girls. I was very close to relapsing on the old pizza, but we stay strong. And we're going to be better for it. We're going to be better for it. Lose more if you shave the beard, probably half your weight. It is quite the hefty beard these days, I must say. Lovely bit of turn there from Pedro Neto down the right-hand side. Looks up, plays it. Poor pass, finds Sancho, does well. Shot, tipped over the bar. It's going to be Palmer, whose shot is palmed out for a corner ball. But it's a lovely counter-attack. A very, very poor pass from Pedro Neto. Bobbled and played behind Sancho. When you analyze a pass and as to whether or not it is a pass that you would like to receive, I can confirm it is not one that you would want to receive. It was a terrible, terrible pass from Pedro Neto. But we are looking good so far, attacking-wise at least. It's Caicedo, Gusto, playing very, very left-handed. Lovely ball. Palmer with the first time cross, and it's gone all the way in! An absolute shocker from the goalkeeper! A cross from Cole Palmer, and the keeper puts it in the back of his own net. 2 own goals by way of Cole Palmer. Chelsea take the lead. 1-0 at the Amex. Unbelievable. What are the chances? I'm on absolute fire today, I must be honest with you. It's a lovely, I mean, it's not even a good cross. It may actually count as a Palmer goal. It is going on target. I genuinely think that's going to be counted as a Palmer goal. That's one of the worst keeping I've ever seen in my 29 years on this planet. That is an absolute... Why is Wirtz playing in goal, for one question? That's what I've got to ask. Florian Wirtz in goal. I did not know he could play there. I mean, clearly he can't. He absolutely stinking the gaff up. 6 minutes played. Chelsea 1-0 up. It could well be a long, long night for Brighton once again, might I add. Trevor Chalobah protesting that he was fouled there. Yeah, the Maguire goal was ridiculous, wasn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Pedro Neto fouled there. Referee plays on. Tariq Lamptey gets away with murder there. Don't quite understand how that wasn't given as a foul. He crosses it in. Great save from Sanchez, who collects in the 6-yard box. 7 minutes on the clock. He plays it out. Lamperty is out of position now. Here's Sancho. Cole Palmer scored. Technically an own goal. I could see your comments! Fuck! You don't have to spam it! Jeez! Give me a fucking chance! Live score, giving it as an own goal. It's absolutely a... it's got to be a goal for Palmer. There's no... I know he's palmed it into his own net, but technically speaking, it was on target. The reason that his goal against West Ham wasn't given as a goal and it was the definite own goal is because it was going off target. Unless they've changed the rules again. Brad, I'll trust that is you, mate. Moderator permissions. Mute, block, pinned comments. Moderators can pin comments. I'll trust that is you, mate. You are a moderator now, so we could probably use someone on here so that I don't have to do it. So appreciate you, mate. Sorry, I lost my rag there, but he was getting on my tits. Great chance. Good tackle there from Trevor Chalobah and wins the goal kick. Unbelievable stuff. You wanted to go today? Welcome back, TikTok. Well, there you go, yeah. It's a Palmer goal. It was going in. It's a Palmer goal. I'm sorry. That is a Palmer goal. God almighty. Hello, mate. It is on ITV4. ITV4. Sometimes you can't be asked to go alone. I used to go alone all the time. I used to go with my dad. And then I started then having to go on my own. And I went on my own for a whole season. Surprised you're reading TikTok chat. Well, it's because TikTok now allows you to actually monitor what's going on. So I can actually do it. You know? Whereas before I could just read it. I couldn't like moderate it or, you know, when those spam like links come in all the time. It'd just do my head in, so I just wouldn't bother reading it anymore. But now as I can actually ban people. The enjoyment of it has come back in. I probably should swap it, though, because at the moment I'm reading TikTok more than I am YouTube, and that's not the way it should be. Hate to say it. So we're back to watching the YouTube ones. Keeper touches it twice before it goes in. Yeah, in fairness, it touches his hand and then his mush and then goes in the back of the net. I'm in Germany, but I can't watch it. I think it's only available in the UK. It could well be, for the first time in a long time, only available in the UK. Here's Tarek Lamperty, crosses it in, headed away by Trevor Chalobah. As far as Minte. Crossed it again! And it's in! 1-1. Very, very quick response. And truth be told, there really isn't much that Sanchez can do there. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to just blindly blame him for that. It's just a good goal. Really, really bad defending, to be honest with you, like positionally speaking. But overall, a very, very good goal there from Brighton, who level it up 1-1. I did say it'd be a high-scoring game. We're going to need at least another one for this game to be over now. It is... Oh, it's Trevor Chalobah who's out of position there. Sometimes you just, oh my God, both teams to score. Yeah, fuck it out. That even seems pretty no-brainer at this point, doesn't it? Pretty big no-brainer at this point. Oh, man. Sometimes you just you have to admit when it's a good goal, and that is just one of those goals where it's just a belter of a goal. You can complain about positioning. You can complain about where the keeper is. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. That goal is going in the back of the net, no matter what way you slice it. What? You wouldn't dare to ban me, the host. What? 30 minutes played. 1-1. It was just a good cross. Good cross. Glancing header. Takes it past Sanchez. A good goal, realistically. Really poor tackle there from Dewsbury Hall on Mitoma. Is he booked? He is. Yellow card. Wow. It's not Sanchez's fault. It really is not. Cleared away by Dewsbury Hall. I did say about it being on ITV4, it would be a belter. Now, that's not to say I want Brighton to keep scoring. I would very much prefer it to be 2-3-4-1 now. I'm standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. Cucurella, poor touch from him. Gives it away. Brighton could be on for one here. So let me get this straight. Nottingham Forest scored 7 without a response, and we've scored 1 and then concede 1 immediately. It is, sadly, the way of Chelsea these days. It's got to be said. It's got to be said. Corner ball. Goal kick. Chelsea. Was actually a good goal. You can't do anything about that. Can't blame Chalobah. Can't really blame anyone. Oh my God, I've forgotten Kunku was even on the pitch. They've just zoomed in on him. I completely forgot. Mitoma's trim. He's just got the biggest bowl cut, hasn't he? Such a bowl cut. KDH is really on, like, risking getting sent off in this game. They are kicking him about. They're pushing into him. When he passes the ball, releases the ball, they're getting right into him every single time to try and piss him off. Is he known for having a bit of a bad temper? Short fuse? Anything like that? Is Chalobah playing the central defender passing role? I think so. And Kunku has lost his boot. Has there been any update on the Mudryk situation? I'm not a Chelsea fan. Okay. No. No, there has not. Which is not a good sign. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. I don't think that's a good sign. Gemma, thank you for the heart. Do appreciate it. If it was good, we would have heard something by now, but we have heard absolutely nothing. Nothing. Brighton have a pep in their step now. Brighton very much have a pep in their step, which is not a good sign. There is well over 150 of you watching on YouTube. Please do smash the like button. Let's try and get to 100 as soon as possible, please. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification. Everything else, you know. Can George play striker? I have no idea. I mean, it's worth a try, but he's so small. I'd be shocked, honestly. We are 13 subscribers away from 10,600. A slow 1,000, it's got to be said. But we're getting there. We're getting there, nevertheless, to 11,000. Pedro Neto cuts inside for a cross. There is a bird fluttering around the camera. It does seem, yeah, Chalobah's the central role. Just to confirm to you, Callum, mate. It's Chalobah down the middle. They are on us. They are on us. Let's watch the match. I mean, you might see there is. I had to take the glass off of that so that there wasn't a glare. Otherwise, you'd see the match all the time. We can't be having that. Can't be having that at all. Now you can't see anything. Just to confirm. KDH. Oh, sorry, Palmer dispossessed. It's a chance for Brighton here on the attack. I won't. I won't. I never do. I never will. Been doing this too long to do that, to fall into that trap. I'm a seasoned veteran at these watch-alongs now. We can't get past their press, yeah. Was it a good goal Sanchez conceded? Sanchez conceded. Such a harsh way. It was a really good goal, Rourke. It really was. One of those looping crosses. And just, well, like a looping cross, but with pace. So not too looping. It was just a very nicely placed cross from the edge of the box. Glancing header. And just so bottom corner that there just was no chance for Sanchez or any of the defenders to do anything about it. It was just really, really well timed. And Kunku's positioning is terrible. It is. It really is. Caicedo badly fouled there. Just a reminder, we will be live at full time for a second stream to do a live review of the game, as I will not be able to do a video tomorrow to do a review, so I'll do the review today, as I did say in the past. Sometimes live reviews after the game, sometimes reviews the next day. It depends on the situation. Busy weekend, so I can't really do much tomorrow. Opinion on Ange Postecoglou and Spurs. I don't know. He's just got such a sourpuss fucking attitude, doesn't he? Really good tackle there by Tariq Lamptey. Not the first time he sent Pedro Neto for a hot dog there. And it's Brighton down the right-hand side, up against Cucurella. Crossed in, cleared away really well there by KDH. Pedro Neto in pursuit. He might win something here. Played back by Dunk, I think. And just such a whingy little fucking rat, isn't he? It's something I thought I'd really like him, but he's just so moany, isn't he? He's such a whinger. Everyone's always against him all the time, aren't they? And like, surely he knew what he was getting himself into by coming to the Premier League. Especially as an Aussie, he's got to have that sort of expectation that English media is so cutthroat. It's just who we are, you know. It's got to take the punches as they come and fucking. What a stupid fucking question that is, cunt. What sort of fucking question? Yeah, do you get a fucking job as a journalist, you fucking oaf? It's just he's just such a grunty, grumbly little twat, isn't he? He just does my fucking head in. Not a touch on your... I'm usually really good at the Australian accent. Yeah, he's just like this the whole time, isn't he? Has anyone watched the Big Les show before? Very popular on YouTube. I've watched so much of that. I need to rewatch it so I can get me accent back. But it's Big Les. What are you fucking talking about, cunt? Oi, Dawning. What are you talking about? Absolutely. If you haven't watched it, go and watch the Big Les show. It is hilarious. But doing that with the grunty accent, with the gravelly accent, it's like he's just the Australian fucking what's his name? Woke shit. What's his fucking name? I'm so bad with names. Like, obviously I know who I mean, but I'm so bad at remembering fucking names. Off the top of my head. Deitch. Sean Deitch, yeah. It's no, that's not Big Les. That's fucking, see what I mean? Not Donny. Fucking Clarence, not Clarence. Fucking Clarence is the ugly green thing, isn't he? How have I forgotten these names? Sassy, that's the one. Oi, Sass, mate. Played through the middle, KDH. Terrible touch. Cleared away. Would be such a shame to lose him for the interviews because they're elite. He's just such a baby, isn't he? Did the Vindaloo song? Vindaloo. Oh, what? Browntown. There's a song about Browntown. Going around fucking Browntown town. Ange has the worst points per game of any Spurs manager. Surely that is not true. It could be true. To be fair, they are pretty shit. Crossed in, back post. Sancho's there. You've got to... Hang on. Why has Sancho not run for that? Why has Sancho not run on for that? It's come off his shoulder, but he's just run off as if it's like guaranteed to go out. He could have gone for that. It could offend me. Mate, I doubt it. Go on. I've either heard of it, it's not close, or... go on. Yeah, I've had that one before. I get it, but also not even close. It's all kicking off. Like, I understand, but I also don't at the same time. I really don't. He is so much rounder of a head than me. It's Cucurella that got absolutely taken out there clean. Well, not clean at all, actually. He got a booking. Free kick to Chelsea. In a good position, it's Palmer and Caicedo over the ball. 27 minutes and 43 seconds and counting. I think I look more like Harry Maguire or... what was it? The Kelsey brother. The fat one. I think one thing as well, out of like when I've lost all the weight, the thing I'm looking forward to most is like I will just be I don't mind the fucking fat head or the eyes or whatever. All those jokes, fine. Being fat is such a thing that I have control over. So once that's out of the way, I don't fucking care. But it just I've been in shape my whole life, and it's something I just had to take control of, you know. You look like the English version of Olivier Giroud. There we go. That's more like it. Those are the comparisons I want to hear. I'm not fat anymore. I've lost the weight. Still got plenty to go. Should be there in about 18 weeks. Jesus Christ. At the rate I'm going at. Here is Gusto. If Maguire had a beard, it would be a twin. Do you not think it? Like, I get it, but I don't. I think it's just a very, like, there's similarities, but fuck me, this is a sloppy game. Should be talked about more on ending Sancho's loan at the end of the season. I was really impressed with him the first, like, 5-6 games. These days, fucking, it's just so pointless. Pointy ears. That is something I have been told as well. Pulled up, played over the top. It's Nkunku. Shoot, man! What are you fucking doing? What the fuck? Honest to Jesus. Fucking idiot. Honestly, what is he doing? So, for those of you that aren't watching, Nkunku is one-on-one with the keeper. But instead of shooting, he decides to try and lob it over the defender to the right of him to play in Palmer. What the hell is he doing? Oh my God. So painful. Just get him off already. And Nkunku, I've seen enough now. I've seen enough to know that he's just not the guy to be the front man. That is outrageously poor. That is such huge levels of no bottle whatsoever. The definition of bottle job is choosing to pass there. There was no pass along the floor option, so just shoot. I'm so confused why he didn't shoot there. Ridiculous. Sancho does well. It's definitely a Chelsea throw, although they're not calling for it, so I must be blind. We put 70 million price tag on him. Is that right? That can't be right. Lukaku would score that. I bet he fucking would. I would not. I would have backed Lukaku to score there for sure. I'd back myself to score from there. I would have had a shot, and I probably would have at least challenged the keeper there. It just was not a difficult position to be. You're through on goal. Just over 10 minutes left of this dross. Oh, Jesus. $81 likes on the YouTube stream. Please do like the stream if you haven't done so already. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. We've got Premier League action back in 6 days' time. Do you think Chelsea need Connor for Enzo backup? I mean, if we wouldn't be able to. We haven't got him anymore. I do think he'll go down as one of the worst graduate sales we've let go. Dunk coming off. Oh no, he might be fine. I think it might just be a kick in the bollocks. Mason Mount, absolutely fucking no chance. Lewis Hall. I mean, technically, was it Musiala? Will probably go down as one of the worst, if not the worst. I was gutted when Hall went. Caicedo's hurt. Neto's hurt. Why are players just made of fucking paper these days? He barely did anything! He's just running and he pulls his fucking calf muscle. Oh, piss off! Fucking hell, I'm getting sick of football, man. I really am getting fucking bored of this shit. Football's such a wash sport these days. Fucking hell. So many injuries. All the time. It's so boring. Oh my God, man. Too many games. Neto hasn't played properly in fucking ages. Magic spray, that'll be good. Well, no one celebrates with Palmer anymore, I don't think. Well, they do, but they don't. It never dawned on me when Palmer scored that goal for England in the final. No one celebrated with him. Does he stink or something? I don't really get what's going on. Does Palmer stink? I think Neto's going to be fine. He is injury prone, isn't he? He is quite injury prone. Watkins celebrated, yeah. No one celebrated. About 2 players came over. I watched it today. I watched the goal today. He turned around looking, because I mean, given the fact that he scored an equaliser in the Euros final, and it was an equaliser, 70-odd minute, you'd think they'd be all charging him, but, you know. Nonny would cook in this kit. I'm just glad that we're getting more pictures of them in the kit so I can use it next time, because fucking hell. We've worn the kit like once. It's so hard to get pictures of anyone from the game. The game against Astana, which is when we last played in this kit, there's no one still playing that was playing in that kit apart from maybe Nkunku. Here he is. Shit pass again. I can't wait for Nkunku to leave and then end up being unbelievable. For whoever he ends up playing for, he's going to be a fucking joke. It's okay, Angeline. It's probably late o'clock where you are. $4:40 a.m. Jesus. Players dropping like flies in this game. It started up all right. Do you want your taps up? Taps? My what? So many players didn't go over and... What a load of bollocks. So many players didn't go over and celebrate. I literally watched it today. What the fuck are you on about? Like a couple of players. The rest of them were just running back to... You're pulling my leg. I know you are. I know what I saw. Tap the likes. We've got 10k likes on here, on this one. Thank you for everyone that has been tapping the screen. Please do continue. Caicedo, Gusto. Thank you for everyone that's followed as well on TikTok. Do appreciate it. Palmer, Gusto makes the run, as too does Pedro Neto and Nkunku. Palmer. Cucurella, bound to score today. Gusto. Caicedo. Lovely play. Really nice play. Potential penalty. There's no VAR, and that'll be a goal kick. Lamperty's been so good today. Well, I don't know. How's that not a foul? Didn't get any of the ball there. Palmer in pursuit. So is Nkunku, closing the keeper down. Cleared away as far as tossing. Adarabioyo gives the ball away, and they could be in here. Crossed in. Cucurella clears it away off the 6-yard line. Fucking hell. Adarabioyo caught with his dick in his hand. Out of absolutely nothing, we've managed to get away with one there because there's no one in support for the guy in attack there. Corner ball to Brighton with just over a minute to go of regular time. Oh. This could be Brighton's last chance of this half. And it's cleared away, headed back in, and I tell you what, if he got a foot on that, it would have been to... What the fuck pass was that, Neto? For Christ's sake. So poor. Oh. Stop lying. What the fuck are you talking about? You are pulling my chain, mate. You've successfully pulled my chain. If you think that celebration was befitting of an equaliser in the final, then fair play. Here we go. Brighton with a chance here. 3 minutes of additional time. 2.5 minutes to go. They have a chance. Crossed in. Cleared away by Neto. And Nkunku. So useless. Two minutes to play. Crossed in. Blocked by Caicedo. Terrible shot from distance there. A goal kick for Chelsea. The sooner half-time comes, the better. Jesus Christ. Dunk's left an elbow in on Palmer there. It's got to be one of the best third kits of all time. Who's a Chelsea fan? Dunk. Is he? 45 seconds to go. It was nice hearing the players. You miss COVID football. Yeah, there's no VAR until the 5th round, which is the next round. There goes the halftime whistle. Fucking boring last 10, 15 minutes there. My God. Well, what do we make of that? First 15 minutes or so was interesting. Really didn't do much after that, let's be completely honest. If anything, just completely dominated by Brighton there for the most part of that game. Let's be honest. Deadest half yet? There's been worse. There's been way worse. Way, way worse. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's been worse. The 21-22 third kit was the best. 21-22. 21-22 Chelsea third kit. I mean, you're not wrong. If it wasn't for the 3, that may be one of, if not my favourites, to be fair. It really was one of the best. Why is it called the Amex when all the boarding says American Express Arena? I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine because it's AMEX. Wow. Invigorating stuff. It really is. Anyone up for the cat game? Listen. In what way can we improve? Let's have a look, shall we? At the lineup. I think Nkunku is just so bad. Not that he's had a terrible game, but he's just so useless in this position. He's virtually completely pointless playing there. I think Sancho has been pretty bad. So we could do a little bit of that. We could also do a little bit of this. Maybe even I could see Neto coming off and Madueke coming on. I don't know. James is not on the bench, no. Enzo, I think Dewsbury Hall's been pretty bad as well. Defense is fine, you know, can't complain too much. But yeah, Nkunku in striker is just so pointless. But then we have no one else. We've got no one else to really go up top in this game. So Madueke is not a strong boy, so yeah, Palmer up top, but then that just completely takes him out of the game as well, you know. So I really wouldn't favour that, to be completely honest with you. If only there was a way to get another striker. Can you think of a way for us to get another striker? I mean, I'm like the board here. I'm stumped. When you need a striker, if only there was like certain times of year when you could bring in new strikers, you know, that would really help. But I don't think there is. I don't think there is times during the season where you can acquire new strikers, especially mid-season of all times. It's just don't think it's possible. Never thought, Kylum, you're on a fucking fine line right now. You are very close to getting a ban. You are fucking close to getting a ban, I must say. You speak words like the maximum as well. You are very close to getting a ban as well. It is never that bad to say Sterling over an Nkunku. My good God. I thought you were going to say my name for a second. No, Callum, you've been good as gold, mate. We recalled Trevor Fana. Yeah, he's injured. We recalled him because he's injured. Oh, Matt, fuck off. I haven't had a monster in ages. I haven't had one in so long. This is the first one I've had in 25 days. These Sterling turns up every now and then. He does not. He turns on the attack. He runs down the wing and turns back. Sterling takes a shot. Yeah, and sends it into row Z every time. Steve Sidwell, repping the old... is that Glenn Johnson? Jesus Christ. Two players that look exactly the same as they did when they were playing. They look absolutely no different. Is this the same Sancho we had earlier in the season? Well, it seems as though... it seems as though the Sancho that we have at the moment is what we were warned about, It's what we were warned about with, from Man United fans. How do you sleep after a Monster? Energy drink, they don't really do anything for me. I just like the flavour. Caffeine really doesn't do anything. I'll have a espresso in the morning just because I like the flavour. I don't really. It's more for the experience, I can't with Sanchez. I'm losing it. Same for Sancho, so bad. I think harsh on Sanchez really has absolutely done nothing wrong today. I completely understand what you're saying, and I do agree to a degree. However, that is just a fantastic goal. I don't think Sanchez can do anything there, to be completely honest with you. So it's just a good goal from start to finish. I heard a rumor that Sancho is having issues with his girlfriend, so it could be the fucking grow up. This is fucking football we're talking about. He could, it'll be fine. I can't understand. I can't understand Nkunku not having a shot there. Have you seen the screamer goal for the FA Cup game, Newcastle versus Birmingham City? That goal was the rocket. I think you should watch it. What's that? Birmingham City versus Newcastle. Who scored it? Newcastle. Who scored? I'll try and find it. Wow! Tomoki Iwata? What a goal. Stick Harry up top. At least he won't drop to pretty much centre back and would be in the box. Maybe get his head on it. Have you seen the size of this thing as well? I'd be lethal. Iwata. Yeah, really good goal. When I saw the linesman and the way we were playing, I thought it was walking football. We don't close anyone down, just walking. Yeah, it's such slow-paced football. It really has been quite a boring half of football. Mainly down to the fact that we just have absolutely no drive nor determination to win the ball, you know. Oh, we did get 100 likes on the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, do please keep on smashing the like button. Let me get the thing out. And we'll come back to here just for this. Hey! 10 o'clock! Best goal today is first goal against Man City. Yeah, that was a belter, to be fair. What a weird goal. What a strange goal. But it was exciting while it lasted, you know. Best and Kunku just isn't serious. Yeah, there is just no determination in the guy, is there? He's just so like, is it laissez-faire? You know, he just looks like he cannot be bothered at all. All that sugar from the 0 is putting pressure on your heart arteries. Considering it's 0 sugar, I should be okay. You know, I think I'll be all right. Would you rather go through or beat them next game? I'd rather... Oh. So do you mean, would you rather go through here if it meant losing the next game? Or would I rather win the next game? Hello, Brad. I'm hoping it's you that was on the TikTok. Next game we need Champions League. Yeah, I'd much prefer to win the Premier League game. That said, I did say at the beginning of the stream that I really do want to do well in the FA Cup, but then again, I don't necessarily think we're gonna go all the way with the way we're playing at the moment. You know. Monster, even 0 is bad for your cholesterol. I couldn't care less, mate. I'm losing weight. I'm getting healthier. Just let me drink my drink. I appreciate the concern, but fuck me. Let me enjoy my life. I don't drink beer anymore. I don't drink takeaway anymore. Just let a man live. Let me have something. Jeez. I haven't had a Monster in fucking 4 weeks. And you're on my case. Jesus Christ. You don't drink takeaway. What? I haven't had a drink. What? I'm saying I've cleaned up my act. I don't have beer. I haven't drunk beer. I haven't had any cigarettes. I haven't had any alcohol. I haven't had... what the fuck are you on about? Oh. Matt, mate, that's close to a ban, I must say. That's pushing it to levels where it's just like... absolutely disgusting. What about a spliff? Never been for me. Never been for me, to be honest with you. So you don't drink takeaways. I probably said I don't drink or have takeaway. I haven't had a drink. I haven't had a takeaway. In a month. It's been a month. It's probably the longest I've gone without a drink in about 20 years. Looking much slimmer in the face. Thank you very much. It's only going to get more. How are we looking? Not amazing. I think we could still win it. I did say at the beginning my prediction was 2-2 at full time, 3-2 after extra time, or if it goes to penalties, I think excuse me. Brighton would win it on penalties if it goes to penalties. Where's Rufus? He's asleep at the moment. He's in the living room. Don't bring that shit in here with that fucking Sigma Ohio Rizzler shit. Am I in love with the Coco? I was one. A long time ago. Those years are very, very much behind me these days. The monster is making you belch. Blame the monster. Actually, fuckface, it's the fizzy water. It's the sparkling water I'm drinking. 3-1 Chelsea. Depends how we come out for this second half. No substitutions. Can't really blame him, to be honest with you. You need to try intermittent fasting. Delay your meals until 2 p.m. or so and have your last meal at 8 p.m. You'll thank me later. Mate, I've done intermittent fasting for fucking years when I've been dieting. So I appreciate the tip. I'm very aware. I have been doing intermittent fasting this whole week. And it has absolutely fucked my progress on the scale. At least in the mornings, because I eat quite late. Waking up, you haven't lost any weight because you're still digesting all the food and you weigh a ton. So I know it still works. I do know it works. I've done, like I say, intermittent fasting. I used to do it frequently. But in this instance, it has been rather annoying. I'm on permanent marker this evening. Here we go. Matt with the negativity again. Intermittent fasting causes excess water load, so you don't actually lose mass, although your body fat does go down. Nerd! Fucking nerd! You big fucking nerd, Matt! Get out of here with that! You fucking nerd! Nerd! You fucking dweeb! Fucking Poindexter over here. Fucking get out of here with that shit. Go tell some other people they don't want, stop drinking Monster, you fucking dweeb. I'm only joking, man. Oh, I've got to bring the list. The list has to start soon, doesn't it? Matt, you know what happens to nerds? You know what happens to nerds that bring all their nerd shit on this fucking stream and you're spreading information of don't drink your Monsters. You know what happens to people like that, Matt? Matt, guess what? You just made the list! The first person to go on the list, Matt H. You have officially made the list. The Lexicon of Le Champion is what it used to be called. We've got to come up with a new name. What do we call the list? What's the name of the list? They play for Tottenham. No, we're not calling it the Diddy list. Oh, the second half has started. I've got to get the timer up. Hang on. You just made the list! That's going to be fun to say, I must say. Thoughts on the Rumble winners? Charlotte was boring. Very predictable. Could have given it to someone else. She's won everything so many times. I like her, but fucking hell, it's just so boring now. I was excited for her to come back. Don't get me wrong. But to just throw her in and be like, you're back. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Charlotte. Once again, you're a main eventer at WrestleMania for the fucking millionth time. I don't even know if she obviously has main event. Well, I don't know. necessarily. As a female wrestler, you know, she's probably done the equivalent of main eventing quite a few times, but you get what I'm trying to say. You just made the list. What other sports do you watch? I never got into darts. I'll be honest with you. I know I'd find it fun or funny, but I just, oh God, it just went through one of those Formula One phases where everyone was watching it. And it's not necessarily that I'm one of those too cool for school fucking, you know, trying not to, what do you call it? Avoid the popular thing at the moment, but I just couldn't be asked. I watch snooker from time to time. Tennis is all right. I watch Wimbledon every now and then. I couldn't give a fuck about it, to be completely honest with you. WWE, if you can class that, it's a sport. Let's be honest. Say what you want. It's more of a sport than fucking snooker. He took a chest shot. The Super Bowl is going to be great. Said absolutely fucking nobody. I've watched the last 4, and they're so boring every time. You watch darts. I mean, I keep up to date with it. I think people go a bit fucking mad for it. The only time I would imagine it's as entertaining as people say it is if you go to it. I'd love to go to the darts, but seeing people tweet about it, it's just like fucking... You think it's so much more high action than it is. Favorite on WWE roster? It's got to be the up-and-comer. The fresh meat, John Cena, seems pretty good. From what I heard, he's one to keep an eye on. He's just been signed, I heard. Oh yeah, what's going on with the timer? There we go. Thank you. What is that little hornswoggle, do you mean? Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I think I started from like the 40th minute by mistake. The game is boring. It is. You can always tell when it is because we're talking utter shit. Brighton are going to score. Hardy Boys or Dudley Boys? Oh, I love a bit of Devon! Get the tables! But Matt Hardy was my favorite wrestler at one point growing up as a kid. I used to wrestle with my brother on the trampoline in the garden. And my entrance music was Matt Hardy's music. Everyone loved Jeff Hardy growing up as well. Matt Hardy versus Edge, underrated rivalry. It's one of the best. One of the best. I'm currently going through Netflix at the moment. Going in chronological order of like pay-per-views from 1999 onwards. I think I'm currently on... I've just finished... I was going to watch Over the Edge, but Over the Edge is when Owen Hart died, and it's a bit weird watching that because his blood's like it's on the mat. So we've skipped that one just because it's a bit weird. So I think we're on the one after that. I can't quite remember where we are, but it's fun. I had the network anyway before, but just didn't really find... It was so clunky, you know? Here's Caicedo. UFC over wrestling. I went for a phase of watching UFC religiously, but I don't watch it anymore, to be honest. I wouldn't stay up to watch it, even if Connor came back. He was the only reason I watched it for a long, long time. But then I got into it like massively with everyone else once he left, and it's just a bit shit now. It's not the same. Mid 2010s to like 2018 was like peak at UFC for me. Vintage, mate. I appreciate you watching, but if it's not for you, then you can go somewhere else, mate. I'll talk about what the hell I want to talk about on my stream. If you want commentary, watch the fucking, listen to the commentators. I'll commentate on it every now and then. Yeah, vintage. Do you know what happens to people that that moan about my commentary? You just made the list. You're number 2 on the list, vintage. You're on the fucking list. Have some of that crossed in. Yeah, people are asking me. I'm not just talking about it willy-nilly. I'm fucking getting asked these questions. Here's Matoma down the left-hand sides. Oh, it's a great ball. Too much on it, though. Too much on it. Don't start, Matt. Get on the list. Shall we... I've got to make the list. Is Caicedo. Gusto plays it forward. What do we call it? The list of what? Is it what? It was the list of Jericho before. Just call it the list. You like rugby? Nah. I've given that a go every now and then, but Gusto's only 22, isn't he? The list, yeah. I just call it the list. Harry's naughty corner. Good chance for Brighton. Crossed in, headed away. Not very well, though. And now cleared away. Absolute hoof from Trevor Chalobah. We'll call it the list. I feel like I need to make it today. Let me... Clipboard PNG. Oh, I'm dying for a shit. I won't lie to you, people. That's too much information, but good God. I'm in a sticky situation right now. I think those monsters have come back. And Matoma! Cleared! No, it's not. It's 2-1. Fucking hell, man. 2-1. There we go. Right as I'm telling you about my bowels movements. Fucking Jesus Christ. We are losing. We are losing to a team that lost 7-0 not even a week ago. We're losing 2-1 to a team that lost 7-0 not even a week ago. Oh, dear. How many handballs here? Handball. Where's that hit? Oh, how convenient. How convenient the camera wasn't fucking... Again, I don't know if Sanchez can really do anything there. Oh. Anyway, back to the list. Fucking piece of shit. Oh my God, man. So many handballs. I'm just not surprised anymore. I really am like, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Chelsea have. I'm not surprised by anything these days. I really am not. Palmer. Sancho, mate. You need to, Sancho can fuck off. Sancho can fuck off. He gives up every single time when he can genuinely keep running for things. He just gives up. Can't be asked. Corner ball to Brighton. It's going to be 3-1 before it's 2-2. There we go. Bit late now. Let's get the names on, shall we? Matt H. Who was the other fucker that... Who else was it? Vintage Emerald. We're just going to put vintage. I can't be asked. Color. Black. There you go. You're on the list. You're on the list. No one is exempt from the list. No one. And I mean no one is exempt from that list. Anyone can get on there. Even players, Maresca. So you're sticking your number one's name in there. You what? I could make the list. There'd need to be a poll. That would be on the level of there being somewhat of a mutiny. If there's something that I do that is that bad that you guys collectively believe I should be on the list, then by all means. Items can be as well. I feel like FC25 should fucking be on there. Have you ever been to a game? I've never been to a game, mate. Never in my life. No. I'm pretty new to football as a whole. Never. I used to call it soccer only a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know what that is. Truth be told, true say, not a clue. 25 minutes left of this utter shite. And as it stands, we are out of the FA Cup. Sounds very nerdy, add it to the list. It does. Good chance for Chelsea, cleared away. It does. I think who was it? Trusay was trying to get himself on the list there for saying nerdy shit. If you say nerdy shit, not literally, just the nerdiest things possible, you're on a one-way ticket to the list. Got to be said. Not just any old nerdy shit. If it's stuff that pisses me off. If you come to me with nerdy shit that's just there to piss me off, that's the sole purpose. One-way ticket to List Town, as Phoebe said. I think the name of the list has to change to the Nerd List. Or the List of Nerds. Nerd List. List of Nerds. It's List O'Clock. That actually has a ring to it, you know. Bye-bye FA Cup. Hey, there's still time. 25 minutes to go. I've got 25 minutes to go. It's Sancho. Crosses it in. Absolutely fucking no one there. Lazy football. None of them look like they give a toss. Every single one of these players could make the list. Enzo Fernandez over the bar. Intermittent fasting needs to be on the list. Hey, I do it. Have I seen the Johnny Minerals ranting lately? What's he moaning about now? Is he still moaning about the tickets? Tickets and Alex Goldberg. He loves to whinge about Alex these days. I keep trying to get Alex to invite Johnny onto his playback stream to do like a one-on-one. And by all accounts, I think Alex has said he would do it. But I'm fairly sure he also has Johnny blocked on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a bit hard to get Johnny to see that he's eligible to come on the show. Would you ever be a ticket man? Depends what kind of ticket man you're talking about. Free kick and a booking there for Caicedo. He's going to get himself sent off. Leyton Orient's goal. You knew he had it. Not really, but... It was a belter. Yeah, it was a good goal. It was a very good goal. Christ, the TikTok stream is struggling. TikTok's on the list. I think TikTok could very much go on the list. No, I think we keep the name just stays as the list. I like, someone said it's very unassuming. Like, you don't know what the fuck it means. Here we go. Counter-attack is on. Terrible pass from Nkunku and an equally terrible pass from Cole Palmer. And that's all she wrote for that counter-attack. Wow. Utter shit. $128 likes on YouTube. Let's try and get to 200 if possible. It's a squeeze. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze, bit of a task. But if we could try. Anyone who doesn't like, you'll be on the list. Don't take that as a means to not like the stream. I will not be writing your name. It's just a figure of speech. If you're watching on Twitter as well, on X, please do follow. There's 133 of you watching on X. Please do follow the Twitter page, X page. I do stream every single game. Apparently Roman Abramovich chants in the away end. Wouldn't surprise me. Conference League's in the bag, yeah, but it's such a fucking I could win the Conference League with this Chelsea side. Well, I don't know. Matoma, oh, slippery hands there. I don't see us scoring now. Got battered 7-0. I genuinely think that there is every possibility that under Roman Abramovich, Maresca would get the sack if he lost this game under Abramovich. Losing to a team that's just lost 7-0 is rather unforgivable, to be completely honest with you. Chance, great pass from Neto. Sancho, mate, the goal is the other way! Where are you running? Oh. Sancho, you just made the list! Fucking get on there, you twat! Sancho, you've made the list, son. You've made the fucking list. Congratulations. I'm fucking sick of you. Absolute mug. Oh, fucking, he just does my head in. The guy's allergic to shooting. The guy is allergic to shooting. You could say the same for all of them. Spell check on the list. Spell check over. Man. Maresca's tactics, they're shite. They're non-existent, mate. Who's Math? Matt H. Matt H. Not Math. Yeah, well, we might as well still be... We might as well still be playing under Poch the way we're playing at the moment. I don't see any difference. I really don't see any difference. This is unforgivable. Madueke coming on for Jadon Sancho, who is and forever will be on the list. Tyreek George as well. Losing to a team that lost 7-0 a week ago today is a sackable offence, in my opinion. It absolutely is. It 100% is. I don't give a fuck how good Nottingham Forest are. I don't give a fuck how good Nottingham Forest are. Losing to a team that lost 7-0 a week ago to Nottingham fucking Forest is a sackable offence. I'm not saying to sack him, but I'm saying if he did get sacked, I'd understand. I'd understand. And oh no, believe me, if he loses to them on Friday as well, I'm calling for it. I will be calling for it myself. I don't know if there's many people that are actively Maresca out. I'm certainly not just yet. But if he loses this and loses on Friday next week, Enzo Maresca, you just made the list. He will be on that fucking list, and he'll be top. He'll be top of the fucking list. If he loses these next two games, he's straight on that fucking list. Clear Lake need to be on the list. Egg Barley, absolutely on the fucking list. You dare. Oh my God, I thought he pointed to the spot. I thought he pointed to the spot. Wow, that was close. I tell you what. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. That could be a fucking penalty. That could be a penalty. I think we've managed to get away with one there. We're fucked. Free kick. Just to the right of the box. It's going to be an in-swinger. It's going to be a mean in-swinger. Well, I don't know how mean. It's not going to be great, but 18,000 likes on TikTok. Let's try and get to 20K. Not that I give a fuck at this point, to be honest with you. Oh, man. Even if we come back, it's like, come on. Smell the fucking coffee. Jesus Christ. Ball comes in. It's a stinker of a shot. And George does well. Oh, it's so scrappy. Cucurella really does well there to get the ball back for us. Enzo Fernandez. They're playing deep. Palmer. P-roll pass. The ice baths, yeah, they're going really well. They're going really well. 26 days in a row now. Wake up and smell the monster. Here's Joao Pedro. Oh, they're so close to being in again there. Counter-attack could be on if we were any other team except Chelsea Football Club. Here he is. Enzo again. Plays in. And Nkunku, who I thought was substituted. Oh, Madueke so George is so offside there, isn't he? Cucurella, corner, goal kick. Man, we're fucking dusted. We're so fucking finished, man. Wake up and smell the list. Oh, man. Jeepers. Yeah, Malo Gusto's form is just so fucking trash. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable how bad Malo Gusto has become. Who's available? Who gives a fuck? No one can turn this Chelsea side around. We are fucked. We're so fucked, man. It's just beyond hopeless at this point. I'm so like, this is just it now. It's just crazy how good we were at the start of the season. You know? Like, so good. Oh, it's a shit pass. No, there's just no effort. It's so half-assed, isn't it? It's so half-assed. Just overpaid. Overpaid. No repercussions. There's no repercussions for playing shit or losing or anything. George blazes it over the bar. Would you be bothered? Would you really be that bothered if you lost but you still got paid 50 plus grand a week? Would you really give a fuck? I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that's it. That's why they play the way they do. They're on 9-year contracts. They're on 9-year contracts, earning 100K a week. Do you think they give a fuck? Of course they don't. There's no repercussions. Oh, I have to do a few laps around the fucking pitch as punishment. Oh, what? Whoa, how will I survive? With their fucking contracts. Drying their eyes with their contracts. Yeah, their play style is literally the same as. Imagine coming into the office, doing fuck all work, just talking and pissing about, playing games on your computer and going home. That's basically what they've done. There's no effort. Caicedo. Chalaba. You do realise you're 2-1 down, right? Madueke tackled easily by Lamperty there. Feel sorry for the player. Yeah, they'll be going back down the coast again next week. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake, man. How has he let that hit him on the back? I did say 2-2. I did say 2-2, you know? So it's not possible, but it's on the cards, potentially. Oh, God. They're through. They're through. João Pedro, Matoma. All the best, Alex. I don't blame you. As fucking if we're getting knocked out by this team. Goal kick. God, Gusto can't even throw it straight. Sanchez, careful. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God, we're so bad. Oh, and our former player, former graduate, man of the match against his former club. Wow, what a shock. What a surprise. What a surprise. It is safe to say now at this point, having not spent any money in the last window when we desperately needed new players in particular positions, it has never been clearer to us that the club is now officially just a full-blown business, which, of course, it has been for decades, but at least Abramovich still wanted us to win silverware. With these mugs, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's all about the profit. It's not about the winning. I mean, they even said it. Bowley even said it, didn't he? Or whoever it was, that fucking idiot in that press conference who said, like, Chelsea fans are just going to have to get used to not winning all the time. Sometimes you've got to lose. Well, we've now just lost to a team that lost 7-0 the other day against a team sat 4 points above us in the league. Angeline, I do not know. I do not know. Fair play, and I appreciate your support, but good God, get some sleep. Stop putting yourself through it. It's just not worth your time. Madueke is in here. Oh. Just can't even get excited for that, to be honest with you. Like that, there were genuinely good chances there, and I just can't get that excited. Madueke's miles onside there, by the way. It's a corner. 4 minutes of additional time. I just feel like even if we equalize, it's not that fucking... Do you know what I mean? Oh, George, what are you doing? Fucking hell. It always makes me think, like, Olivia Bizarglo, I don't know if anyone remembers what she said about feeling disconnected from the club. I really don't understand how she got so much hate for saying that. How you can say you're still as like, in love with what you see. There's being in love with the club and never, ever that changing. Do you know what I mean? But then there's like times like this where it's just so sour and so negative and just fucking shit. And there's no two ways about it. This is not the same club anymore. This isn't the same. This isn't Chelsea. This isn't Chelsea. This isn't Chelsea of the last 25, 30 years. There's absolutely no desire from the players on the pitch to the managers that we've had to the boards to all the way up. There's nothing. It is soulless. It is a soulless club. There's absolutely nothing. to get you excited anymore to watch these bunch of fucking clowns. Like, this has gone on for years now. This isn't like a 1 or 2 season thing. We've nearly had... We have nearly had the new ownership for half a decade. Do you not realize how fucking crazy that is? We have nearly had the new ownership for half a decade. That's crazy. We have been knocked out by a team that lost 7-0 the other day. Fucking crazy. And what would once draw such fury and anger out of me, I just don't give a fuck anymore. What's the point? What's the point of getting angry anymore? What's the point of giving my anger? Look at these fucking knobheads. They know they're shit, and we've lost to them. Unbelievable. I'll be live in 5 minutes' time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in, like I say, 5-10 minutes for the live review. If you want to hear the fallout, what I have to say, then tune in then. If not, enjoy the rest of your evening. Chelsea out of the FA Cup. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you.